Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. Convince me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up? Oh, Lord, this thing. All right. What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Stupid, blurry thingy-mabob. I don't know why it's blurry. Okay, there it is. Okay. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you guys are well. I hope everybody is doing well. So y'all can see my leaves falling. Because it's fall. Autumn. All right, let me say hi to the people. What's up? The Informed is always the first one in the room. What's up? Hold on, Lord. Hold on. Won't let me scroll up, child. Hold on. Okay. What's up, The Informed? Hey, Ann Green. Lovely 31. What's up? Kay just said he is out for the night, so he won't be stalking y'all and giving y'all a hard time. Hey, Carrie Tan. Hey, Chuck. What's up, boo? Yes, in 2 weeks, honey, it's going down. What's up, Rock Chick? Nikki B. What's going on? Grown woman, don't try me. Abby, yes. No, don't say. I can't say that out loud. You know my thing over here be wanting to talk all the time. Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, boo. What's up, Don? Hey, boo. Auntie Eva. Unapologetic and sassy. Okay. I'm happy for her divorce. Maybe having the baby was to really put a fork in it. Yikes. Not sure. I want it. Each on his own. Queen Brielle. What's up, Sharon? All that are watching. Yes. Tarshell. Brandon. Hey, boo. Gossip in the Garden. Nubian. What's up, Cheryl? I was talking about you earlier, honey. In a good way. We were talking about this cruise and the people and the things. Tracy said, I'm the rapture didn't take Really Be or Abby. What's going on? Let me go to Facebook and laugh at the people who gave away all their stuff. I wish they had given it to me. What up, El Teddy? Hey, boo. Y'all tried to get El Teddy cussed out today. I thought something was wrong. Talking about something. I was on the phone when he called, so I didn't answer the phone. I was like, I'll call him back. And he talking about something, call me. I'm thinking something wrong. So I called him. Talking about something that people want to know if you still here. I'm still here. If y'all don't know that reference, I don't know what to tell you. What's up, JB? Hey, boo. Official Carla Lorraine. So glad I can make it live again. I took off today. I'm glad you here too, boo. Hey, Brown Mama. What's up, Tracy W? Diamond Pearl, Uncle Jay. Hey. I called my Aunt Shirley. She's still here, so I know I'm all right. I know that's right. Hey, the lady, 1982. Gabby, what's going on? Hey, Bat. Butterfly. Majani. Tracy C. The rapture didn't want none of your people. Thank you, Diamond Pearl. Y'all see VP Harris on The View. She dragged that orange turd with tact and took Alyssa down too. Oh. I know she was on there today, and I do record The View, so I'll watch it when I get off of here. I have not watched today's episode, but I do record it, so it's in my DVR. Abby said, I know the Bible, so I knew there wasn't no rapture. Plus, I called the elder and she was here, so I knew we was good, child. Hey, TT. Queen Ra. Hey. Hey, Kim. Hey, y'all. God, let me use was it 100% internet and GPS services to contact y'all to let y'all know that the second batch upload will be 10 years from now. Get ready. Okay. So we got 10 more years. Okay. Hey, Marcus, live from Richmond. Hey, boo, Ronnie B. What's up? Hey, friend. Lord, y'all in here, honey. Oh, well, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to do a members only live. I haven't done one in a while. We got to get behind the wall and cut up a little bit. What's up, J Diva? Hey, Chanel. Miss Cookie. Hey, Itty Bitty. Cheryl, Dr. Matt, Stacy. Okay, y'all. Below, we had to make sure you were still here. Shut up. What's up, J12? Sharice, what's going on? Child, y'all are coming in here. All right, look. Let me hurry up and get to the bottom of the list. Hey, KDK, DB, Yvette. You send him cousin Click. Baby, I just hung up. I said, I'm not doing this with him. And I started to call back. Not Abby. I knew if Really B ain't make it, then you ain't make it either. Now you fight too much. Ooh. What up, crazy homebody girl? Why is she still on the view, Alyssa? Ugh. What up, Paul? Hey, Marilyn. Okay, I'm about to word on the curve. We almost at the bottom, y'all. We almost there. Deborah, what's going on? Okay, that's it. If I missed you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Not the only Alyssa I recognize is Alyssa Edwards. You know what? I think I must agree. Well, now I want to go watch it. What did she say? Hey, Cheryl, thank you for renewing your membership because I know you've been a member before. I know you've been a member before. Thank you for renewing your membership, my love. What did she Hey, Papa. What did she say about Alyssa? Tell me, Chuck. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but I want to know what she said about Alyssa. Shut up, Cajun. Less than 30 days. So listen, I didn't have a lot to talk about. I just wanted I wanted to give y'all a proof of life, okay? I just wanted y'all to see me, especially since I hung up on El Teddy. I said, let the people see me. Because honestly, it ain't nothing really out there for me to talk about if you really want to know the truth of the matter. But we got a few things we're going to touch on. And I was talking to somebody today, and they said, you always say you don't have nothing to talk about, and you know the tribe will get you talking, and you be there for an hour. And I said, yeah, I guess that's true. So let me get through a couple of church announcements other than we're here. The rapture didn't take us. Thank you, Bama girl. Thank you, my love. It was raining. You know, now that I don't have a permanent in them, I always get nervous with rain. I just, and it started when I came out of the orthodontist today, it was raining. I always get worried about my edges being frizzy, child. But it's my week to go to the hairdresser. So worst case scenario, I'll be all right by the end of the week. What was I getting ready to say? All right. We have over 150 people in here. Y'all know what that means. Once we get 150 people, it's time for Don.
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Now, Don and Kenneth are the head Ursha. Now, Kenneth said he was off of his FMLA. Yesterday, Kenneth said he was off of the FMLA and he was going to be back on his duty post. But once again, Don got to handle hold all the doors, okay? He got to hold all the doors. So he told y'all got to close them doors. Now, y'all know that there's the free 99 way to support the channel, which is to do what, y'all? Hit that like button. And if you are new here, subscribe to the channel. It's 186 of y'all. We should have over 100 likes. I appreciate y'all so much. But if you want to donate to the channel and y'all want to support me monetarily, which, you know, I ain't going to say no, it's 7-Eleven. That's the number for tonight. So you can send me a $7.11 cash app or super chat, $17.11, $27.11, $70. Hell, you could put a 1 in front of it and send $170. But again, you guys know that there are free ways to support the channel, and the free way is to 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, 7 even back though, Little Joe. I know that, you know, I know that we got, you know, we got rid of Ice Cube, but I had to just for the one time. Hey, Lock Queen. Hey, boo. Now you want a big go. Now you want a big goal. So yeah, you could do that, or again, just hit the like button. Y'all know we climbing. We trying to get to where we trying to get to, and the only way we're gonna get there is if new people find us. The only way new people are gonna find us is if YouTube pushes the algorithm. And ways that you can do that is hitting the like button and hyping the video. If you ever see that option to hype the video, please hype the video. And all of your favorite content creators, if you ever see that option to hype one of their videos, please do that. I think you can only hype a certain number of videos per week. But please, do that if you can. Tracy is the bar. Okay, Tracy, I was just getting ready to say the bar is open. We have a peach old fashioned, a blackberry margarita, an apple gin and tonic, and for the non-drinkers, we have an apple pie sparkling cider. Oh, I like that apple pie sparkling cider. I mean, that sounds good. I mean, even if it ain't the looker. Thank you, grown woman. Don't try me for the $17.11. Thank you, my love. I'm gonna have to get the little sound of the clapping so I can do a clapping. I used to play this, and I need to get back to playing my little. Whenever I would get a super chat, honey, I used to play this. Hold on, we're gonna get back to playing our little things. Here we go. Here we go. When I get the super chat. Oh. So church announcements real quick. First of all, I was talking to Cruiser earlier today, and I've decided, it's really me, but I'm going to put Cruiser in it. She's going to drop out the ceiling. Look, she's going to drop out the clouds now and be like, what? We decided that on that last cruise that me and Cruiser were on, we were drunk most of the time. Y'all remember the last time I was talking about being drunk on a cruise and somebody had the nerve to be like, oh my gosh, a teacher talking like that. You think it's not cute to talk about being drunk. That's not ladylike. Child, whatever. We was drunk. I'm going to say 90% of the cruise. I think I woke up sober, and that might have been where that sober ended. And we already decided that El Teddy, Tracy, and Cheryl are going to all be drunk probably before the ship leaves dock. Before the sail away party, Tracy, El Teddy, and Cheryl are going to be drunk. Okay. Toby, I did tell on her. That's how I know she ain't in here, because she'd have dropped down. But she know I ain't lying on her. Now, Abby is not a big drinker, but Abby will have a cocktail. She's going to have a cocktail, but she's not a big drinker. And I don't know about the rest of y'all that's going, but the people that I know, that's what I know. So there's that. Okay. Church announcements. I said I was going to. Okay, quick church announcements. First of all, for the books and bourbon, I saw y'all in the chat debating about the t-shirts. Listen, we're going to wear our t-shirts on Saturday, you guys. A couple of reasons why we're going to wear our t-shirts on Saturdays. One, I want us to wear a t-shirt to the actual book festival. So that's number one. Number two, I may not see everybody by Friday evening. So I want to make sure I see everybody so I can give them their t-shirts. So that is what is going on with that. So we'll be wearing our t-shirts on Saturday. I also saw where for the people who are getting in early on Friday, we're talking about doing a nice brunch. Chuck, do you have any suggestions on a nice little brunch spot that we can hit on Friday around 12:31-ish to do a nice little brunch that's near we can take an Uber wherever. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. If not, we'll find something. But I'm down for the brunch. A lot of us are getting in early. Well, not a lot, but a few of us are getting in early. Some live in the area. So I'm down for a nice little brunch, a little light, little something. Cheryl said you got that right. See, I got you. See, because Cheryl let me know that she wanted to be near the bar. Baby, Cheryl planned her room. Cheryl planned her room around the bar she wanted to be near. So I already knew what time she was on. Corrine, the color of the t-shirts for books and bourbon, I believe it's going to be black. I talked to James today, and I think it's black. The t-shirts from the cruise are going to be a lighter color, obviously, but I believe it's black. It's real pretty. He showed me the design. It's real pretty. But black matches everything. So it's going to be black, I believe. The t-shirts for the cruise will go on sale next week. I anticipate having a price and all that good stuff for you guys next week, so you can start. Wild Eggs is across the street from the hotel. It might, you know what? Wild Eggs might be open, and Wild Eggs was pretty good. And it is literally across the street from the hotel. You know what? I like that idea. I like it. Yeah, we can go across the street to Wild Eggs because it's literally across the street, and we can drop our luggage off, and we can go ahead and go. Last year I left my luggage there. They tagged my luggage, they put it in the closet, and I was good to go. So I like that. I'm okay. I think that's a good idea. Chuck, thank you. Yeah. So the t-shirt. So as soon as, like I said, by October the 1st, I think is when we'll launch that. Is October the 1st. So that gives you guys about 3 months to get your t-shirts. The t-shirts are coming for the cruise. The t-shirts are coming directly to y'all. You're going to order them, pay for them. They're coming directly to y'all. And I would like for all of us to wear t-shirts that first day when we all get on the ship, so we can know each other, we can identify who everybody is, and we can link up like that. That is what I would like. That is what I would like. I would also like for the Super Bowl, the day of the Super Bowl, for you, if you are a football fan, for you to wear a jersey or a t-shirt representing your team, or one of the teams in the Super Bowl, if you want to just represent one of the teams in the Super Bowl. But on Sunday, I want us to wear like a jersey or a t-shirt of our team. Hey, Lauren, thank you. I got this Sade red lips. Cheryl said her room is right around the corner from Playmakers. Listen, I ain't mad at you. Don't forget that the last day to pay on your cruise is the end of November. And please get your flights as soon as possible. Hotel information, all of that great stuff. Okay. All right. The t-shirts are going to be cute. James is making them. So if you got a beef, you better take it over him. All right. Moving right along. I'll keep you guys posted on any of those things as we go along. Once we get back from, we'll start putting the information out. I'm going to say before the end of the year, we're going to put the information out for Ebby's birthday trip. I don't know. All right. So, because that's next on the agenda. All right. I think that's all the church announcements. I think. Okay. So I told y'all I'm still here. Okay. Let me go on my phone. Let me see. Again, there's really not a whole lot happening. So thank you for the $7.11 offering that came to my Cash App. I'm not going to say your government name. I'm going to just say VS. Thank you so much, VS. Oh, y'all was blessing me today. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for the 7-Eleven. Look at y'all putting the money in a collection plate today. I appreciate you. Thank you, Just Sweet. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. All right. If you want to be a part of the 7-Eleven ministry for today, you can go ahead and hit that 7-Eleven. I think y'all just like that 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. Or y'all just blessed that that we didn't get caught up in the rapture. Caught up in the rapture of love. That's the only rapture that I was recognizing. Okay. Oh, that's you, Bama girl. Okay. I didn't want to say your government. Thank you, boo. Thank you, my love. So listen, y'all, we got a couple of hit or miss stories today. Some of these I just don't even want to go too deep into because, child, it's just a lot. But I am going to read this one story. I didn't put it in the title, but we're going to get into it. Okay, hold on. Now, yesterday, I forgot to say this that had happened on yesterday. I saw this yesterday. And hold on, let me get back to it, honey. Recession indicator. Las Vegas goes on a citywide sale. Price dropping on hotels, entertainment, and attractions for a week. And it says, given the current economic environment, Las Vegas is responding to consumer concerns. Baby, they say that Vegas is on sale. They say, is Xavier here? Are my Vegas people here? They said Vegas is on sale. Okay, thank you. Thank you, the person that just sent me that text message. Thank you. Yeah. Now listen. Okay, Wild Eggs is open until 2:30. Thank you. So we'll do Wild Eggs because it's literally across the street. So we'll do I'll update the itinerary. So for people who are in town by lunch, brunch, we'll do Wild Eggs at 12:30. I think that's a good time. I know my flight, and somebody's actually on the same flight that I'm on. I think we land at like 10. Cruiser's gonna be there. And so I'll put it in the group chat. We'll do Wild Eggs at 12:30. Thank you, Chuck. Listen. Okay, Xavier said the retirees aren't coming and gambling. The young folks have no money. Cost of living too damn high. I could go on a whole rant. Oh, I'm sure you could. We have heard the Xavier rants. Listen. I'm all here for a good Vegas rant. I mean, a good Vegas good time. I'm gonna be honest though, the last couple of times I went to Vegas, I did not have as good of a time. Not because I was in bad company or anything like that. Because the last time I went to Vegas was for Ebby's birthday, and y'all know I love my Ebby boo. But it's so congested now. It takes forever to get anywhere. The first time I went to Vegas, it just wasn't this bad. And I get it. They've built up a lot. There's a lot more going on. But I mean, it's just always so much. And maybe I'm older too. And maybe, a little bit older than I was the first time. A lot older than I was the first time I went to Vegas. And it's just, no need to go to Vegas when you can gamble online. And I think I think that's some of it too, is that the gambling is so much more prevalent now than it once was. Because I know the DC area did not have gambling. And before you had to go to Delaware or West Virginia to go to the casino, and then they didn't have the tables. I don't think they just had slots. I know in Delaware they got the electronic tables, and there are two casinos in Delaware. Is it two in Delaware? I don't remember, but one has the horse racing or the dog racing or whatever. So I think a lot of people went to Vegas because they couldn't gamble in where they lived. But gambling is so much more. Like literally, I can be at the MGM in 20 minutes from my house. So I just think, I don't know. Nobody got an invitation. Well, that's a lot. The first time we planned Ebby's party, we did open it up, and then COVID came, so we canceled it. And then when we came back around to do it again, me and Ebby just did it. Yeah, Dover Downs in Delaware. Yeah, is it horse racing or dog racing? But I know they got the racing there. We have 244 in the chat and 121 likes. Okay, y'all, can we get to 200 likes? I appreciate it. Okay, it is. I thought it was 2 in Delaware. I thought so. I know I used to stop at I used to go to the one in Delaware, and sometimes I would stop on my way, either on my way to Philly or on my way home from Philly. Sometimes I would just go in and play a little roulette, play a couple of numbers on the roulette table and see if I could hit something. I know sometimes I would go up and I would just play the horses. It's the horses. Okay. I would just play the horses, and then I would just come back and just check to see if I won anything. Because Delaware ain't that far. Like if I was going to Philly or something like that, I mean, I literally have to drive right past it. I went to Vegas for Christmas last year, and it was cute with the holiday theme, but that was about it. Yeah, it's just a lot. What about the Wizard of Oz experience? What Wizard of Oz? What you talking about? Majani, what you talking about, baby? What Wizard of Oz is? Who going to Oz? But again, remember they said that Vegas, they've been talking about Vegas for a while, has been feeling it. They have slots in Virginia now. Colonial Downs horse racing outside of New Kent. Is that it? That's in Virginia? Where's New Kent? I'm gonna have to look that up. Y'all won't like this, but Beyonce's show sort of restarted the economy. Well, I mean, we haven't heard anything about a residency. I mean, I was told nobody said nothing about it. So I guess, I don't know if they pushed it back or they decided not to do it. I don't know. Oh, that's what you're talking about at the Sphere, the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. I want to see, I would go back and do RuPaul's again. It was a cute show. And I like the fact that they switch out queens. So it's not the same queens every time. I would go. Now, I don't know if I would make a special trip to go back to Vegas, but the next time I go to Vegas, I would go. I would get tickets. And the tickets were reasonable. They weren't ridiculous. Thank you, TT, for the $7.11 donation. Thank you, my love. Mwah. It's over 64 between Williamsburg. Oh, so like the next time I go down south. Okay. Next time I go to Williamsburg, I can hit it. Cool. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. I like Vegas cigar lounges, great atmosphere, AC, real classy and low key. You know, Lauren, I've never been to a cigar bar in Vegas. I've been to the Script Club in Vegas. And yes, I said Script Club. I know what I said. I've been to the Script Club in Vegas, but I've never been to the cigar bar. Y'all know I like me a good cigar bar now. I like me a good cigar bar. A lot of the clubs have closed. Yeah. Okay, well, that's what they said. They also said, as it relates to the economy, they also said that hamburger helper sales are up 14% as Americans try to stretch the money they spend on food. Now, listen, this is real. And I'm going to tell you why I say this is real. Because hamburger helper was my go-to in college. Baby, my grocery list in college was hamburger helper, oodles and noodles. Okay, hamburger helper and oodles and noodles. I'd get me 2 or 3 packs of hamburger meat, and I would get the small hamburger meat because it was just me. And then the hamburger helper was always on sale, 2 for whatever, 3 for whatever. And I would give me a couple of boxes of the hamburger helper. I don't know why this thing is blurring up today. And I would give, and you know, you always kept you some oodles and noodles, child. You always kept you some. Hell, I keep me some oodles and noodles now, just because some days I just don't feel like it. And I know they not healthy. I don't need y'all to tell me all that. A lot of stuff we eat ain't healthy. I don't need y'all to tell me all that. And tuna, that's it, Abby. I was trying to think of the third thing I always kept. I always keep I keep tuna now. I always keep tuna now. I always keep me at least 1 pack of oodles and noodles. I mean, you know how they sell them 10 for $1 or whatever. And I just keep them up there in the cabinet. And sometimes, especially during the summer, during the winter, sometimes I just want something hot and quick. Okay. Now I keep soup too. I like soup. So I keep, soup in there during the winter as well. Because sometimes I just want something hot and quick. You were a grilled cheese fanatic in college? Okay, grilled cheese is a good one too. Spam, bologna, oodles and noodles, maybe some Vienna sausages and saltines. Yeah, tuna. Yeah, honey. Spam and potted meat. Now I used to do a potted meat, corn. I do a good corned beef, honey. But even corned beef was a little expensive sometimes, depending on my budget. I remember sometime wanting to buy me some corned beef and it wasn't in my budget. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. Now corned beef could be a little expensive sometimes too. But if hamburger helper sales have gone up 14%, I do think that's a indicator that people are trying to find cheaper ways to stretch their money. I'm not even trying to be funny. I think that is legit. I wonder what other trends we're seeing. But I just, again, we got some quick ones. So listen, I'm gonna get the sound clip of the orange man trying to say acetaminophen. And we're just gonna play that clip sometime just because. But all I'm gonna say about that stupid shit yesterday was this. Autism was first identified in 1911. Tylenol was introduced in 1950. So how sway if one is connected to the other? How sway is one connected to the other? And let's be real, autism has probably been around a lot longer than 1911. That's just when they first diagnosed it, came up with a name for it and all of that. Let's be clear. It's probably, if we look back on history, been around a lot longer than 1911. So explain to me how something that wasn't even invented until 1950 or introduced to the masses until 1950. Houseway. Oh, Tracy just sent me the clip, y'all. Look at Tracy. She just sent the clip of your president trying to say acetaminophen.
Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
We're gonna clip it. We're gonna clip it. We're gonna clip it. We're gonna clip it. Eventually say that dude is stupid as fuck. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not taking any advice from either one of them. So you're a whole heroin addict. I'm not taking medical advice from you about anything. The people down to the Disney said that y'all thought y'all was gonna do something. So all the people that they think they're gonna get to come back and get their Hulu and Disney subscription back, because I got that email today too, y'all, that they're going up on the subscription price next month because they think y'all are coming back. And they said, oh, y'all thought y'all was gonna hurt our feelings, so this is what we about to do. We about to, because they were, let's be clear, remember they were already going up on the price next year anyway, because they were going to combine Disney and Hulu into one app, and they were going up on the price anyway. But they said, oh, so all of y'all thought, yeah, they said he had a tapeworm in his brain, yeah. So all y'all thought y'all was hurting Disney, watch what we do. So all that means is we don't go back. I mean, it's real easy. We don't go back. Cruiser, we just talked about you, and I knew you weren't here because you didn't drop down. The people said that you be drunk on the cruise. That's what the people said. I'm not downloading the new TikTok. If the old TikTok go away, then oh well. I just got to the point where they letting me sell stuff on TikTok. I ain't made no money off of TikTok for real. I might have made $60, $70 off of TikTok. I ain't monetized over there like that. I'm not on the main monetization tier over there. I just got a little bit of bonus here and there to go live and do different things here and there. I ain't made no money off of TikTok. I'm all right with it. I'm good. They can have it. MAGA and all of them people, they can have it. They can have it. They changing the algorithm. They're going to control what we get to see and not see. And listen, for the people who already get Disney or Hulu included, I know some people do have it included in their packages. Go for it. If it's already included in what you pay for, I mean, no harm, no foul, right? But for the, also Tylenol stock is up like 6% because we didn't listen. Yeah, I think because that's how my sister has it too. My sister has it through her. My sister has T-Mobile, and she has it through her T-Mobile. She said the people show ain't lie, but I don't be drunk alone. I don't ever remember Hulu being free. When was Hulu free? I never had a free version of Hulu. I always paid for Hulu. No, you're right, Xavier. There was the free version, and then if you wanted to like get without commercials or limited commercials, you paid for it. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I do remember that. I remember that now. You could get it for free, and then you could get the no commercials or the limited commercials. Listen, and Cruiser, Toby came down here and defended you. Toby was like, why you telling her bitch? Toby was defending you, girl. Toby had your back now. She did. She had your back, girl. Yeah, that's what it was. You're right, Vintage. I remember now. It was free at first. I remember now. But then you had to get, if you wanted limited commercials or no commercials, you had to pay. Yeah, I remember now. Child's been so long, I forgot. I forgot it was free. Once upon a time, child. All right. What else I've been seeing down in these streets? Okay, so there's that. Hold on, let me scroll through. Let's see what else we got. Jimmy Kimmel will not be in my area because Sinclair Media owns the ABC affiliate here in DC, and they said they're not playing Jimmy Kimmel. So for those of you that are getting Jimmy Kimmel back, great for you, but I'm not one of them. I mean, what you gonna do? They said that we need to really be boycotting Sinclair Media. So we need to look up and see what else he owns, child. What else them people own. All right, let me see here. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, I think we got all the little stuff out the way. I guess we'll get to some of these bigger stories. Now, listen. I want y'all to listen to something. Now, I was watching this video down to the TikTok the other day. And this person did a deep dive into the whole Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk situation. And she did not say, but she alluded to that Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk had a relationship, more than friends, when she worked for him. And she left abruptly, whatever the name of his company is, left the company. And very soon after she left the company, that's when he married Erica, the woman his widow. And she eventually married this Duke Earl person she's married to that's from Great Britain. And the rumor was that there was a situation, that they had a situationship. Now, she wasn't invited to his memorial service. She said she wasn't going, but no, baby, you weren't invited. Now, keeping that in mind, I stumbled across some other information as well. So let's talk about it. Erica Kirk was Miss Arizona in 2012 under Trump's Miss USA pageant. Her mother worked for the Department of Homeland Security and has ties to the Department of Defense. She was already a millionaire before she married Charlie Kirk. Her father was an architect and actually was on the team that helped build Trump Tower. Or maybe that was Charlie Kirk's dad. Hold on. I think that might be Charlie Kirk's dad. Hold on. I don't want to tell no lies on these people, child. That might be Charlie Kirk's dad that was an architect and helped build Trump Tower. That might have been Charlie Kirk's dad. Interesting. These people are all connected, honey. These people, nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. Okay. I just thought I would throw that out there. I ain't doing no deep dive because I'm not trying to do no whole bunch of stories on them people, but So there's an update in the David case. I guess we're just going to give y'all the breadcrumbs every day. Celeste's body has been released to the family, which means that they're done with the autopsy. If the body's been released, they're done with the autopsy. The family can now claim her remains. Her death is under investigation. Yada, 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 yada. Yada, 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 yada. It's just, okay, that's the only new thing. Ain't nothing new. Okay, that's the same. So that means that the autopsy has been completed, and therefore we may get some information as it relates to what they found soon. Okay. Oh, here's an article. Again, let's read this. This is also on TMZ. It says Celeste Rivera's death, cops eye runaway past troubled home life. Now we've been asking questions about her home life. We have been asking questions, so let's read through this article down to the TM of the Z. Celeste Rivas, the 15-year-old girl found in the trunk, was a runaway multiple times because of a troubled home life, law enforcement tells TMZ. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division has been tracking Celeste's history, and they are trying to piece together the story of her life, according to other sources. We're told that her family contacted Riverside County law enforcement at least twice to report her missing. Our sources say that the detectives believe there are lots of evidence that Celeste comes from a troubled home and that may have triggered her desire to run away. TMZ has spoken to the liquor store owner. The liquor store owner near Celeste's school bus picked her up and says there was one instance in March of 2024 where Celeste's sister came to his store to review surveillance footage in an attempt to trace Celeste's steps after she ran away. As we reported, her middle school teacher, okay, child, we done talking about that teacher. Okay. Okay. What's unclear is if the family called the cops in Hollywood when Celeste disappeared in spring of 2024 to find out where she had been staying when they found her in February. Our sources say the way Celeste was able to navigate on her own was having multiple fake IDs in an attempt to present much older than she was. Before police were able to identify her body, they got a tip that she was the victim found in the Tesla. We contacted her mom, who told us about a red, okay, we got that, the red tattoo. The mother added that her daughter was dating. Okay, we got that. Okay, they didn't really give us a whole lot of new information. I think we already figured out that the girl must have had some sort of troubled home situation. She ran away multiple times. Like, I don't feel like that's anything new. Okay, moving right along. I thought that TMZ was going to give us something new. Child, they just putting out anything because it's a hot story. Okay, all right. Wait a minute. Now, this is an update. Child, I should have been just reading through TMZ. It says David's house has external security cameras. You can't enter or exit undetected. Didn't we talk about that on Saturday? We talked about that on Saturday. Y'all. I said with those type, you know, that there are cameras everywhere, and you living in the Hollywood Hills, I didn't believe that there wouldn't be any cameras anywhere. And trust and believe the police then downloaded whatever footage is there, so they'll be able to see if that girl was at that house and when somebody left in that Tesla, if somebody left in that Tesla. The homeowner says that the cameras are positioned at entry points in the backyard and on the street, and he believes people cannot go in or out the house without being recorded. The owner says he does not have access to the security footage. He doesn't want his tenants to think he was spying on them. And when tenants move in, he gives them the info for the security company, and they create their own account to access the cameras. So it's plausible that maybe he didn't set up an account. You know. He said the LAPD has not told him anything about the investigation or if cops obtained the footage. He doesn't see why police wouldn't get their hands on the video. Well, hello. Yeah, we talked about that on Saturday too, Cindy, that the Tesla data, yeah, they'll definitely be able to tell when that car moved, where it went, you know, they'll definitely be able to tell that. So they'll be able to pull the Tesla data and know when that car was parked. And like I said, depending on how set up, whoever owned that Tesla set up their account, you can even have it set up so you know who was driving it based off their fob and their settings when they get in the car. Because like I said, I have friends who have Teslas, and like I said, my friend, she has her set for her and her husband. Would when she gets in the temperature she wants it versus the temperature he wants it, and the where you want the seat position versus where. So they might even be able to say, well, based on this setting and this fob, we know that this is the person who was driving it, or at least this person gave somebody their fob. Like I said, I ain't changing what I said. I expect an indictment soon and very soon. I expect an indictment. Okay, moving right along. Let's get out of that. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for something that was on TMZ. I gotta scroll so far down. Hold on, y'all. I might just have to Google what I'm looking for. I know it was on TMZ, but I just might have to Google what I'm looking for. All right, I might just have to go Google it because it's TMZ be posting 5,000 stories a day. I gotta scroll too far down. All right, I'm gonna give you. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. We talked about Cardi B. Hey, powerful. Hey, boo. Hibiscus Rose. Hey, my love. Anybody else that came in? Hey. So Cardi B said. Cardi B said that the reason why her divorce has not been finalized is for the following reasons. Cardi B claims that she and Offset aren't divorced yet for tax reasons. During a live stream on Spaces, the couple had been on and off again since 2017 and shared 3 children. Okay. She claims that her and Offset haven't finalized their divorce yet. She said she filed for divorce over a year ago. Okay, the only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for their taxes. Y'all want to know the tea? The only way I can get out of my marriage is if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own and give them one of my properties. I'm going to fight for that. This is not no love shit. I'm going to keep living my life. Okay. So what she basically is letting y'all know is, look, I ain't been with that man I filed for divorce over a year ago. The only reason why that divorce is not final is because we have not been able to finalize the financials of the situation. But I ain't giving him more than I think I owe him. I ain't holding on because I still love him. I ain't holding on because I'm thinking we're gonna get back together. It's just a money thing. And at this point though, if y'all don't have a prenup, honestly, Cardi, you might have to give up something, baby. I don't know what to tell you, baby girl. If y'all don't have a prenup and, I don't know the laws of the different states that y'all lived in when it comes to divorce. I know y'all had homes in multiple locations. You might have to give up something, baby girl. If you really want to be free of that man, you might need to just go on and just chalk it up and keep it moving. Excuse me. And I'm not saying she owes it to him. I'm not saying she should do it. I'm just saying sometimes, because it's probably that house in Atlanta that she ain't living in and don't want no more. Just let him have it. Make sure he got to put it in his name. So when he can't afford to pay the mortgage and the bills on it and to get foreclosed on it, don't come back on you. I ain't saying that make it right. She definitely has good lawyers. Oh, she definitely got some good lawyers. And let's be clear. Maybe she don't have to give anything up. But again, somebody, sometimes I just think, and I said this before, sometimes I think y'all just want to say stuff. I feel like sometimes y'all just talk because y'all just want to say stuff. So yesterday I said, we don't know how long Cardi hasn't been with that man. when we were talking about the whole Crystal situation. And I said, we don't know how long they were separated. We don't know how long they were not living under the same roof, right? And somebody had the nerve to leave a comment under my video to the effect of, what you talking about? Her baby just turned 1. Let's just have a conversation. Let's do a math problem. Let's just do a math problem. If her child by him just turned 1, that's 12 months, correct? Let's say that she got pregnant the night she left. Let's say she decided, I'm leaving you tonight and I'm gonna have me some goodbye sex. Women are pregnant from 9 to 10 months, contrary to popular belief. 12 plus 10 is what? 21? 22? I'm sorry, I can't do my own math. 12 plus 10 is 22. Ain't that damn near 2 years? Ain't that damn near 2 years, 22 months? So my thing is, again, I don't think that changed the point that I was making when I said we don't know how long the two of them have been separated. We know she filed for divorce over a year ago. And I understand she's filed for divorce before and she took it back. We know that. But again, y'all act like y'all ain't never did it. Y'all act like y'all ain't never broke up with nobody and went back to him. Oh, Diamond Pearl, baby, I'm just having a conversation, child. Trust and believe. That person don't live rent-free in my head. We just having a conversation. But at the end of the day, y'all really do be sitting here acting like a year ain't a long time to not be with somebody. A year is a very long time to have been separated from somebody. And I think that Cardi has been very clear that she ain't with that man. Hey, Phil. Hey, boo. Moving right along. Right, y'all, I'm just having a conversation because I ain't got nothing else to talk about, child. Y'all know I don't be paying these people no attention. Really, be you broke up with your ex? I did. I have. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I have broken up with an ex and went back. Sure have. Somebody said something a second ago. Hold on, what they say? Something I wanted to respond to. Hold on. Not a bad way. Somebody said something. I just wanted to. Oh, somebody said, why should she pay his taxes? Listen, I'm not saying she should, but sometimes if you really want to move on, sometimes you just got to do. Listen, sometimes if you have the money, sometimes you just got to listen. Y'all know I pay for convenience. I don't have no problem paying for convenience. Now, I ain't always got the money to pay for convenience, but when I got it, I pay for convenience. And getting rid of that man, to me, falls under the category of paying for convenience. And I'm not saying that she should have to. I'm not even saying that she should. I'm just saying, how bad you want to be divorced? How bad do you want to be divorced? Sierra said, I went back and remember why I left. We usually do. We usually go back and we remember. We be like, damn, that's why. Okay, I know now. I got it. I know now. We usually go back and remember why. Tiana Taylor did it for a peace of mind. Yeah, a lot of people do it, and men do it all the time. It just so happens in this situation, where they are today, she has more money than him. And they didn't have a prenup. And it just is what it is. Because when they got married, he had all the money. She was just coming up. I think they got married right when Bodak Black first hit. So she had the kind of money that he has. Yeah, you could be married and filed separately. So they probably filed their taxes separately, and her taxes are paid and his aren't. That's what it sounds like. Because let's be clear, he's going to probably have to pay her child support for 3 whole kids. So, I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that little tidbit, that little situation. Do we care about... that didn't come out right. We always care about children being assaulted. So I don't want to say do we care about, because we do care. Do we want to talk about Elon Musk's dad being accused of essaying and abusing his children? Just know that that story was put out today. Do we want to talk about it? I don't think I do, but if y'all want me to read the article, I will. But I don't think I'm in a mindset today to read about children being abused. I'm just not in it. But just know that that story was released today. So y'all can go read up on it, because I don't want to read that. Okay, I'm glad y'all agree. Because I'm not in the mindset for that today. Okay. You're right. K Smile brought up a good point. Maybe 4 kids, depending on the state. Because in some states, if you're still married, the state recognizes your husband as the father of that child. So in some states, it don't matter if she say Stephon Diggs is the daddy. Now I don't know the laws of Georgia or New Jersey, because she lives in New Jersey. So I don't know what the laws of New Jersey or Georgia say. But in some states, Georgia ain't one of them states. Okay, Des Hop said Georgia ain't one. Okay. Now, I saw this article today, y'all, and I thought this would be a fun article for us to just read through. I just thought this would be a fun article, because this falls under, I think this falls under the category of fuck around and find out. This falls under the fuck around and find out. So let's read it. Why not? Let me get back to the article. I emailed it to myself. Oh, here it is right here. I emailed it to myself today. So I was scrolling earlier today and I saw that. Okay. She lives in Jersey, but he lives in Georgia. So again, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm in Georgia, and yes, your husband is the father. Ooh, okay. Phil, I thought you lived up here. You moved to Georgia? Cardi is the breadwinner. Offset won't be paying child support. That's not how that works. It doesn't matter who the breadwinner is on who pays child support. It matters who has custody. If Cardi has custody, he owes child support. Now they're gonna base it. Oh, okay. I was about to say, when you move to Georgia, it doesn't matter who makes more money. It matters who has custody. And if Cardi has custody of those kids, he's gonna have to pay child support. The only way he wouldn't is if they get 50-50 custody. And I don't feel like they're gonna get 50-50 custody and they don't even live in the same state. I don't see that happen, especially since the oldest daughter is in school now. Culture is in school now. So I don't think child support doesn't matter about who's the breadwinner. Now, alimony is about, that, could be, I should say, could be. But child support, it don't matter who make more money. Not at all. Yeah, they're legally separated. Yeah. So the fact that they live in separate states, I don't see them giving 50-50 custody. Somebody would have to move. And Cardi ain't moving. She's going to stay in New Jersey. I think she has 2 houses in New Jersey and an apartment in New York. She's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. Now, I saw this article today, y'all, and I thought this was funny. So let's read this article. It says CEO and exec at Coldplay concert weren't having an affair. Sources insist this has been devastating for entire families. So let's read this article, y'all. Now, this was in People magazine. So here's the quote. These are real people and real families. The way people have taken a lot of enjoyment at their expense, it's hard to see. Months after then astronomer CEO Andy Byron was seen with his arms around executive Kristen Cabot at a Coldplay concert, a source says that while inappropriate, they were not having an affair. The source close to Cabot says she and her husband Andrew were living separately at the time and are amicably separated. Cabot, for her part, is making sure her kids are okay, and that's going to take time, the source says. The misinformation has been the most mind-blowing. Child, first of all, why didn't nobody say this months ago when it first happened? Let me read y'all the article, honey. 2 months after then astronomer CEO Andy Byron was seen on camera at a Coldplay concert with Kristen Cabot, who was working as his company's chief people officer. A source close to Cabot is speaking out for the first time to clarify the nature of their relationship. I feel like this is somebody that just want to get a few minutes, that wanted to call people, because, girl, nobody asked you to do this. Byron, 51, had his arms wrapped around Cabot, 53, and then ducked out of view after being spotted by the so-called kiss cam. It's not the so-called kiss cam, it's the kiss cam. That's what it's called. But then instantly viral, but that instantly viral moment doesn't reflect the real story, according to the source. In recent weeks, new details have emerged about how Cabot was already divorcing her husband before attending the concert with Byron. But was Byron divorcing his wife? The former CEO is reportedly married as well, but the Cabot source insists she was not breaking up a marriage. Kristen and Andy had an excellent working relationship, a great friendship. There was no affair. It was inappropriate to be hugging your boss at a concert, and she accepts full responsibility for it. But the scandal, the downfall, the loss of her job, all of that is unfair. Kristen, is this you? Kristen, is this you, girl? Did you call down to the People magazine? Because this sounds like it's you. Kristen, this sounds like it's you. The source is speaking out now to correct what they call the many assumptions made after Byron and Cabot made international headlines for their reaction to being seen together during the Coldplay concert. Once they realized they were on screen, Cabot covered her face as Byron tried to hide from view. The odd reaction prompted Coldplay lead singer Chris Martin to say from the stage, "Oh, look at those two. All right, come on, you're okay." He then jokingly added, "Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy." The moment thrust two couples, Byron and his reported spouse, Megan, and Cabot, her husband Andrew, into the spotlight, fueling countless memes and headlines. The tabloids began probing their private lives. Paparazzi tracked them down. Both Byron and Cabot soon left Astronomer, and the company said after Byron's resignation that our leaders are expected to set the standards in both conduct and accountability, and recently that standard was not met. Why he get fired if it was just a misunderstanding? Hold on, y'all. I have to get used to wearing my glasses because they do help. I can read these things better with my glasses on. With these glasses. Ah, shit. I dropped my other glasses. Okay. The source close to Cabot maintains that coverage of the incident itself spiraled far beyond the truth. It is important to note how inappropriately mislabeled Kristen has been as a homewrecker, says the source, who notes Byron and Cabot attended the concert with a group of friends. It's unfathomable to witness what has happened and how devastating it can be for not just individuals, but entire families. All I can think of is that this could happen to any of us. No, it couldn't. This couldn't happen to any of us. This could not happen to any of us. Not I. Because I'm not going to be at the concert hugged up on my boss with a whole husband at home. It couldn't happen to me. These are real people and real families. The way people have taken a lot of enjoyment at the expense is hard to see. Cabot herself did not comment to people for this story. Byron has not spoken publicly and has not responded to multiple requests for comment. At the time of the concert, Cabot and her husband were already separated. She went on to file for divorce on August 13th, requesting that the information about the proceedings remain private, and her spouse agreed. They are amicably separated and moving forward towards divorce, focused on their families. Okay, she has 2 kids. Yeah, we don't care. Kristen and Andrew have been living apart. So him and his wife are separated too now. So if there was no affair, why everybody getting divorced? Adding that on the night Cabot was seen with Byron, her husband was also at the Coldplay concert on a date. It was not a company event, says the source. That was not a company box. It was a night with a big group of friends and an inappropriate moment. As for how Cabot is doing, it's been hard for her to leave the house. She's been prioritizing her family. Her kids have been through a lot. Y'all, nobody is thinking about y'all anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't even understand why you put this article out. Because, girl, who are you? Girl, who are you? I think that's Kristen talking to the people. First of all, why did everybody apologize? Why did everybody lose their job? And why is everybody getting divorced if it was no big deal? If it was just a misunderstanding? That man was making a lot of damn money. Baby, I told y'all last year when I was down to the New Orleans, I ran into my boss. We was on Bourbon Street. We was both down there for the Commanders game, and we saw each other on Bourbon Street. And y'all know what me and my boss did when we saw each other? We looked at each other, we gave each other the head nod, and we kept walking. He saw me and I saw him, and then I saw him another time, and we kind of gave each other the we kind of did, we dapped each other up, and we kept. And once again, he went left and I went right. We was down to the Bourbon Street, and I had a whole drink in my hand, and I don't know what he had in his hand. You know why? Because I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. You know why? Because he was my boss, and I went left and he went right, and that was it. And when we saw each other back at work later on that week, we laughed and we was like, yeah, did you have a good time? Yep. Did you have a good time? Sure did. And we moved the fuck on. I ain't asked to buy him a drink. He ain't asked to buy me a drink. I ain't asked where he was hanging out with his friends. He ain't asked where I was hanging out with my friends. You know why? Because I didn't want to be nowhere near where he was. The most I have ever done with my boss is when we do like group events, like team building stuff. Like we went to Top Golf a couple of weeks ago, right before school started, when we did our leadership retreat. All the members of the leadership team, we had a retreat, and at the end of the retreat, we went down to the Top Golf. Baby, we went to that Top Golf, and let me tell you something. He had blocked off that Top Golf for 2 hours. We did our 2 hours, and we went the fuck home. Ain't nobody say, oh, well, let's go to the bar. No, we didn't. And people had a couple of cocktails. We did. Some people did. But let me tell you something. When it was over and it was time to go home, we left. Sure did. I've been at places like happy hour, and my principal usually the principal will come through at the beginning. Thank y'all for coming. I'm glad that y'all appreciate it. First round is on me. And I've literally had my principal pay for the first round and leave. Like, did everybody get a drink? All right, cool. They go pay with their credit card and they leave. They do not sit down. They do not have a drink with us. They pay for the drink. They say, thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. They leave. I have never had a principal hang out with me. Now, I have been friends in real life with people that technically are my boss. But even then, we are very careful about how we cross lines. I ain't never dated nobody that was my boss. Now, I know some people have, but that ain't my ministry. That's not my testimony. I never did that. Let me tell you something. I'm not even Facebook friends with people I work with. You can't be my Facebook friend until we don't work together no more, because you don't need to know that much about me, and I don't need to know that much about you. And I don't even be on Facebook anymore. But when I used to really do Facebook, I couldn't be friends with nobody. And it was so funny because I had a job one time and people really wanted to be like Facebook friends with me, because that was when Facebook was like really, really, really big. And I remember the day I put in my resignation, I will never forget. One of my coworkers was like, so we can be Facebook friends now? Is it that important to you to be my Facebook friend? So all of this, girl, Kristen, that's you. You called down to the people trying to clear your name. Girl, if it was all a big misunderstanding and it was innocent, you wouldn't have lost your job and your husband. And you was already separated from your husband. Why? Why, Kristen? Why you and your husband was already separated? Why? I don't either, baby. If you go over to my Facebook, you will not find underemployment. I don't even think I have anything underemployment. And I think the most you're gonna find is where I went to high school. I don't even think now you can look at my friends list and probably see where I went to college because I'm friends with a lot of people I went to college with. But I don't even think I have my college listed on my Facebook. I really don't. I don't think I do. Because I was so paranoid about my students. I mean, this was, in the beginning of Facebook, it wasn't what we had. It wasn't no Instagram and Twitter like we have it today. So I was so paranoid about my students finding me. My Facebook isn't my government name. It's not. Anyway. Moving right along, child. Hold on. Tracy done sent me something. Hold on. Because we got to get ready to get off here so we can go watch the Salt Wives, honey. Oh, Lord. See, Cardi. Oh, Lord. Cardi and JT going at it, child. Lord, JT said that Cardi B baby father is a gay man, not because of how he dressed or expressed himself, but because Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris. I stand with the gays. JT, girl. Hey. JT. JT, why are you tagging? Why did she add? I know why she added the Patriots, because Stephon Diggs plays for the Patriots. Not sure why you added CNN. I guess you think they care. You added Cardi. Great. I appreciate when you add the person you're talking about. Why did you add Donald Trump? Girl, why did you add Donald Trump? Why did you add Mexico? You do know that Cardi's not Mexican, right? Girl, why did you add Mexico? Cardi is not Mexican. What the fuck? So that's what JT said, okay? And she added all them people. So then, this is Cardi's response. This is Cardi's words, not man's. Cardi said, I want justice for them babies. It's not funny, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. I want justice for them babies. Your man make you abort every time. Ask what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Britt in that courtroom and she didn't show up. Or do I need to play the audio? And don't let me say what he was saying about Rock Nation. Just ungrateful. And then Cardi posted text messages. This probably is going to get ugly, y'all. She said Chris lied because he was stealing and got caught. There are receipts for that. He lied on Gervonta Davis too and changed his story 1,000 times. JT, I feel like you probably should have left this alone. Cardi's not fighting her man's battle. I don't know. I don't know. So then JT says, yes, my man does this. Mind his business, works hard, take care of his family, inspired a generation, and doesn't snatch. His style is what made him Lil Uzi. We are talking about Chris now. Focus. Baby, somebody said, this is your man. You got bigger fish to fry. And they posted those pictures. They said, this is your man. You got bigger fish to fry. And then that was her response. Yes, that's my man. Yeah, this. This is what I'm going to say to you, JT. JT, girl, go in the studio. Girl, go to the studio. JT, oh, so those receipts, I guess, are supposed to show that JT, that Lil Uzi was cheating on JT. Well, child, we know that. Haven't they broken up like 20 times? Well, since we talking about JT, I guess I'll jump across to her former rap duo mate, whatever, the group mate, whatever. She said, stay out of the studio. Cardi said she got a bonus track in the tuck. Well, I mean, I don't think she went in this way. It sounded like Cardi was ready. It sounded like Cardi was ready for her to come for her because it sounded like she was ready. She had these receipts on go. So this probably ain't her direction either. This probably ain't the direction she need to go in either. I mean, she probably better off dropping a track than get Lil Uzi to write you a verse, girl. I don't know. Listen. So today, everybody was all in up arms because Carisha wrote a letter for Diddy. I think they said that Diddy had over 100 pages of letters or something that people wrote for him. Listen. I know a lot of y'all are not happy about how that trial went. I know y'all not happy about the verdict. And can I tell y'all something? For the people who are not happy about how the trial went and are not happy about the verdict, can I tell y'all something? Y'all not going to be happy about the sentencing either. It doesn't matter if Diddy had 5,000 letters or 5 letters. The judge is going to do what the judge is going to do. But I want y'all to remember, please, I want y'all to remember, Diddy was only convicted of prostitution, which was the lesser of all of those charges. Diddy has already been in jail for a year. I want y'all to just wrap your minds around. Diddy might be going home next week at his sentencing, or the week after next. I think it's October the 7th. I need y'all to wrap your brain down. I know y'all don't have to like it, but I need y'all to wrap your brain around the fact that Diddy might be going home in 2 weeks. Okay? It ain't about what y'all think he did or what. It's about what he was convicted of. Okay? Now, as far as these people who wrote these letters, listen, y'all should have read the tea leaves when ain't nobody testify. And when I say testify, I mean all these celebrity friends of his. Notice these people have been very quiet. The only person that showed up in court was Kanye. And that don't count. His family and Kanye don't count. I think Ray J went or something. I don't know. But Ray J don't count either. We have all of these celebrity friends played it real quiet. They ain't go out here and drop no tea. They ain't go out here and do no tell-all interviews. All the people that had something to say are people we didn't care about what they had to say for the most part. And I'm not talking about the victims. I'm talking about, his celebrity friends. So y'all should not be shocked to find out that now that Diddy was not convicted of anything major and that he could possibly be getting out in the foreseeable future, y'all can't be surprised that now all of these people are writing letters. Y'all can't be surprised. Y'all know what I'm saying? Remember, Carisha ain't said nothing bad about Diddy. She said that ain't the Diddy I knew. That she said I feel for those women, but that wasn't my experience. Remember, she said that wasn't my experience. Now I feel for the people, but that wasn't my experience. So at the end of the day, y'all, I just want y'all to wrap y'all brain around that. Come October the 7th, and again, I'm not saying he's coming home. I'm just saying I need y'all to wrap y'all brain around the possibility that man coming home. Now, what he's gonna do when he get home, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he gonna do when he get home. But wrap your brain around the fact that he coming home soon. Because even if he get a sentence, it ain't gonna be long. And Diddy gonna probably go somewhere for a while. Maybe he might go over to an island. He might go over to go see Rush. I don't know. Because remember, quietly, a lot of these civil cases have been thrown out, y'all. Remember that a lot of these civil cases have been thrown out. So I wasn't shocked to find out that Carisha wrote a letter. Now I was gonna read the letter, but I don't have the energy for it. She basically said that he's a good man, Savannah. Okay. And his mama said that he had a lot of childhood trauma. His attorney said that, the death of Biggie and the death of Kim Porter, even though some of this stuff predated Kim Porter and Biggie, but okay, whatever. I mean, Misa accused him of being abusive. Now she ain't testified nothing, but it's out there. You can find it where she accused that man of being abusive. And that was before Kim Porter and Biggie was in the picture. That was when he was still with Uptown Records. He was with Misa. So, I mean, I don't understand how Biggie dying and Kim Porter dying had anything to do with his abusive behavior, but that ain't what he was convicted of. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what, Kia? I ain't doing this with you. Kia said, when you see them sales of baby oil go up, you know what it is. I'm not doing this with you. I ain't doing this with you. Right. Yeah, the Cassie stuff was before Kim died. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. But listen, again, we know that his attorney's jobs is to, get him out as fast as possible. So there's that. Now, wait a minute, Andrew, what were you saying? You said, Andrew, you said that Cardi got a, you said Cardi has a video. Is this what this audio is? Hold on, because Tracy sent me, hold on, let's listen to this audio. Hold on, y'all. Let's listen to the audio with Tracy.
Hold on.
Wow. Child, they are going.
Okay, I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing.
Listen to me. Shut up. So if he didn't give you the brand that you were asking for, you were going to take a bag of stuff?
No.
Okay, shut the fuck up and call it when I leave.
I am, but can you just let me get my statement out, bro? Can you let me get my statement? What is all this shit? Bro, can you please be physical with me, bro?
Chris, quit the victim shit. Quit the victim shit, Chris. Nobody wants to hear that shit right now. Yes, you are. You asked him, out of my kid, bro. You didn't ask him, hey, can I take a bag full of
No,
shit?
I didn't.
You also didn't tell him. You also did not tell him, hey, I have a bag full of your shit, but instead, could you give me some bread?
Bro, I just talked to him as man to man, bro. I had no intention of running down on my brother, bro.
Clearly you did. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't take it.
Listen to me.
So that's an audio of Chris, the guy that accused Stefan of assaulting him. I guess that's a video of him or audio of him talking about him and somebody else talking about them stealing or something, child. I don't know. I thought it was Cardi. Okay. So suffice to say, Cardi and JT are going back and forth online, child. And Andrea said that Cardi said she got a video and that she got one in the chamber waiting for JT to drop so she could drop her bonus track. Ooh. Well, JT, I just feel like you could have just let it go. But okay then. All right, y'all. Let me get up off of here. The video. Okay, that's the video of the Chris dude admitting to stealing and lying. Right. She got text and videos of Uzi. Ooh, yeah, I saw the text messages. Well, we'll be back over on the other channel in about an hour to discuss the Salt Lake wives. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button on your way out the door. Thank you for all of the super chats and the cash apps. Thank you guys for the support. And we'll see y'all in about an hour to talk about these Salt Lake City churn. Okay. All right. Peace.